Yo. We back. We back. Some technical difficulties. And Money, you done came and messed up the whole show and cut the whole show out.
My apologies, man. I done up here. I forgot I was, like I said, I forgot I was on your camera. I'm just trying to bag out real fast and do my shit. And when I hit it, I knew I fucked up too. I said, "Oh man, I done just killed the whole show." They'll be back though. They'll be back in the building.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait to see
So
if you.
Go ahead and run the intro till they get in.
Yeah. What's good with it? Terrell Sandifer, CB Sports TV. What's happening with it, CB? Lord to the game, boxing talk. What's happening with it, Kwame? What's good with it? The troll killer, Mr. Shell. Hey, Mr. Shell, man, how many motherfucking accounts do you have? Nigga, how many accounts do you have? This nigga got a new Instagram account every day.
Troll his ass for real.
Oh yeah, you already know. Mr. Shell. Man, how many Instagram accounts you got though? God damn.
Kwame, what's going down, man?
Elevated consciousness, what's going down? Yeah, we have some technical difficulties, but we back.
Man, wasn't no technical difficulties. Just call it for what it is. I didn't click the
Yeah. Money fucked up the show. He came in and cut the lights off.
Right out of here.
He came in and cut the lights off on the show, but we
forgot to pay the rent. Goddamn, I forgot to pay the rent. Yes, it is, Kwame. You feel me? Winter is coming, and it's coming soon. In the summertime.
He said he got 4 IG accounts right now. God damn, man. Man, it's boxing. Finally, after all this time, we back in effect, man, and we came heavy. They came real heavy, dog. Real heavy. We gonna cook on it, man. We gonna cook on it. Man, we got Tank, T.O., got Floyd, and we got Wilder, we got Errol Spence, all this shit back to back. Man, it's going down, Money. It's going down.
Boxing on fire, bro. I told people boxing wasn't dead. People were just scared. That's all. Now we're getting in the right position.
Hey, they came back like, I ain't dead yet. I'm still in it.
And we in it to win it.
I'm still in it.
Told people that, man, boxing ain't going nowhere, bro. It's in the building. It is in the building. You understand what I'm saying? And it's coming back hard for this year, man. 2021. We had 2013, hell of a year. 2017, one hell of a year. Now 2021 look like it's shaping up to be one hell of a year.
Hell of a year. Man, it's finna go down, man. They coming back with a vengeance. Yes, when we thought PBC was out, you know what I'm saying, was out, down for the count like they had tapped out. Hey, man, they came back heavy.
I never thought that, bro. These cats are time.
Well, I'm saying a lot of people thought that.
Yeah, they going, bro. They leaving Fox. Ooh, wait a minute. Last time I checked, Fox and CBS was the same. CBS might be a little more bigger than Fox. You know what I'm saying? So these cats just be talking, not understanding that Showtime and Showtime and CBS already is connected together. So when cats just be talking, bro, it's coming from a biased situation when they want to scream that, oh, we love boxing so bad, but you want to tear it down. Like, quit playing with us, bro. Quit playing.
KP from KC5. What's happening with it, homie? Yeah, man, it's back, dog. And this weekend, man, you know, I was on vacation, so I didn't get to see all the fights, but I did get to see that main event. Cassandra Mason said, I never get notification anymore. Had to be on. She said she had to be on stalking mission. I know y'all cooking today. We just started. We good. We just started. And salute to Cassandra Mason, the queen.
Cassandra Queen was going down.
Shady Girl 85. Salute to you, queen.
Hey, Cassandra, you must have took that Benoit Hopkins. You took that Benoit Hopkins. Advice you just gave to Demetrius Andrade, huh?
What happened? What was that?
I got it. I'm gonna play it on her. It's free to play.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, man, this weekend was well, like I said, I only got to see the main event. So I can't really. He said serial stalker. Oh, you talking about?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Huh?
Yeah, I got it. I done chopped it up and got to the good part, so it's like a little minute and 15 seconds.
You gonna play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it whenever you're ready for it.
Yeah, you can play it right now before we start cooking on the fights. The fight from this weekend. Yeah, you go ahead and play it because I ain't heard it.
Oh. for my video though, so y'all don't get too comfortable listening. Go still watch that video and hit the like button.
Yeah, make sure y'all still watch the video, get the full effect. You can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Nah. It just sounds like a bunch of. I can't hear it yet.
Hold on. Hold on, I know why. Tell me now, Key.
You can't hear that shit, man. Just tell us what he said. Cause we can't. It's too low. We can hear. He said you're a serial stalker.
Yeah, he probably won't be able to listen. But what he said was, you still can hear it good, huh? What he said was, he telling him that, you know, he got to stalk Canelo from the beginning to the end, being a serial stalker wherever you go. Wherever you go, I go, champ. What you eat, I eat, champ. So he telling him to go there, go to places where he ain't at, where his business want to be, bother them because the closed mouth don't get fed, and Canelo is ducking him because he's a threat. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying a whole lot of shit about Canelo and things of that nature now. And, you know, I don't want to give away too much of my video, but you know, he's saying one thing, but now he's saying another thing because Canelo ain't with
Right.
no more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we coming strong for B-Hop ass. You feel me?
Man, I'm gonna let you know like this. That motherfucker, that's his problem. He been over there worried about what Canelo doing this whole time instead of making his own fucking lane. You feel me? Like, I mean, if he gonna do anything, he need to mush him in his face. He need to go up to Canelo and mush him in his face, like Coach said. But you know that ain't gonna end well, because I'm gonna tell y'all, Demetrius Andrade, he can't whoop Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And salute Eric Bowden. What's happening with it? He say salute. He said, yo, EJ, a man of his word, unlike some of these dudes. I ain't gonna name drop. They know who they is. Spence Jr. calling all the shots. 147. Free smoke off in this bitch. You already know what it is. Appreciate that, Eric Bowden. Yeah, you already know.
Oh,
and, man, it's a lot going down in boxing, man. Let's go ahead and start cooking on this weekend, man. Great fight. Like I said, I only got to see the main event. I didn't get to see the whole card because I was on vacation, but I caught the main event. And man, you know, hell of a fight, man. Josh Taylor showed, man, that he could box on the outside. He got great body work. He showed that he's tough because he did take some shots in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He took some shots, but he was never hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he showed that he answered a lot of questions in that fight. He showed that he got a hell of a chin. He showed that he has power. He showed that he has ring IQ. He could box from the outside. Man, Josh Taylor the goods, man. And the thing is, right, what really surprised me, because I knew pretty much what Josh Taylor was, because I seen him. I mean, you beat Regis Prograis. To me, that's high up there, because Regis Prograis ain't no motherfucking punk. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Taylor, to me, he clearly beat Regis. And Regis is one of my favorite fighters. But what surprised me is Jose Ramirez surprised me. Although he did get knocked down twice in the fight, you know, his defense was a lot better. You know what I'm saying? His defense was a lot better. You know, usually, because I was expecting to see Jose Ramirez go in there and use no defense at all and just go toe-to-toe and, you know, just be getting fucking hit like a punching bag. But he didn't. You know, Jose Ramirez showed that his boxing skills, he got good boxing skills, and that he was working on his defense. You know what I'm saying? He was working on his defense. It was a hell of a fight. But like I said, you know, in the beginning, before the fight happened, you know, when I made my prediction, I said that Josh Taylor was just an all-around better fighter, and he proved and showed that he was the all-around better fighter. They both had fucking hard. They both had hard like Rocky Balboa, you know, and so they was going at it, man. A lot of them rounds was close. The thing to me is that I think that Josh Taylor could have won that fight a lot easier than what he did, because when I was watching the fight, right, and I was telling my pops, I'm like, man, I'm like, he needs to move more and he needs to keep Ramirez on the outside, because when he kept Jose Ramirez on the outside, Jose Ramirez was confused. He was confusing Jose Ramirez when he kept him on the outside. But for some reason, Josh Taylor kept wanting to go inside on the inside and bang with Ramirez. And that's when Ramirez would close the gap on him. That's when Ramirez was, landing his shit, and it was a tough fight. So I think that Josh Taylor made that fight a lot tougher than what it should have been. Although he did win, clearly to me, a lot of them rounds was a lot closer than what they should have been. I think that Josh Taylor could have moved a lot more, and he could have made it a much easier fight. But shout out to Jose Ramirez too, because he took his L like a man. He didn't make no excuses, and he fought his ass off. Like I said, he showed that he has better defense than we have seen him have. So his defense looked a lot better. He showed that he does have boxing skills, and he tough as fuck. He tough because, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't know. Kenny Bayless was on some shit. If y'all watch Kenny Bayless, because Jose Ramirez, he looked like he was basically out of there after that second knockdown. And on both of them knockdowns, Kenny Bayless gave Jose Ramirez a whole lot of time to recover. He was doing all type of extra shit that wasn't necessary. But Kenny Bayless, he always be suspect. He was suspect in that shit because he was giving Ramirez a lot of time to recover, right? He gave him a lot of time. And me and my pops is both screaming at the TV, like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what are he doing all of that for? And so I think Kenny Bayless could have saved Ramirez. Kenny Bayless could have saved him because Ramirez I'm talking about after that second knockdown, he was hurt. Like, he was really hurt. And Kenny Bayless gave him too much time to recover. So that was a big factor in the fight itself that I didn't hear none of the commentators talking about. That was a big factor. But all in all, man, two fucking warriors. They went at it. Like I said, Josh Taylor, to me, he won with the two knockdowns, especially. Them knockdowns is vicious. First, he had that pull counter, and that shit was lovely. And then he bumped him off his. And it's funny because they was trying to say in the commentate when they was commentating, that was Garcia. That was the trainer. What's his name? Garcia. Mikey Garcia's brother.
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia tried to allude to that Josh Taylor was holding him or some shit, and then no, he said the referee was holding Ramirez's hands on the break, in that it was a dirty shot because fucking Taylor hit him on the break. They ran that shit back, and you could clearly see that the referee wasn't even nowhere near Ramirez. He tried to say that the referee was holding Ramirez's hand on the break, and that's how Josh Taylor got the uppercut in. No, Josh Taylor bumped him off with his shoulder, created space, and came with that motherfucking uppercut. And it was good night, Irene. Like I said, Kenny Bayless saved his ass. So, with that being said, think back to what Terence Crawford said. I want to fight Jose Ramirez next, right? He didn't mention the winner. He didn't say I want to fight the winner between Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. He just says flat out Jose Ramirez. And then look how Kenny Bayless was acting in that fight, right? They had that shit kind of already set up for Jose Ramirez to win. So if Josh Taylor hadn't got both of those knockouts, one of them wouldn't have did it. If Josh Taylor hadn't knocked Jose Ramirez down twice, Josh Taylor, he could have forgot about bringing them belts home because he wasn't gonna get no decision, right? It was just, to me, with those two knockdowns and everything else, it was just too much for them to rob him. But shit, they came close. They was trying to. I don't trust Kenny Bayless' ass, man, for real. But a great fight. And we're going to cook on this some more. I'm going to let Money cook, but I'm going to get through some of y'all comments real quick. Cassandra Mason said, yeah, that was a hell of a fight. Eric Bowden say Ramirez got hard. Oh, hell yeah. He said Taylor is it's nice. I picked Ramirez to win. See, yeah, I picked Taylor to win ever since last year when they first announced this shit. Robert Pitt said he thought it was close. CB Sports TV says those two knockdowns were the difference in the fight. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Before I really get to settled in on what I really think about a fight, I have to watch it twice. I still haven't went back and got a chance to watch this fight again. So I will be tonight. I'm gonna try to watch this fight again and give me a more clear view of what happened, because a lot of people say it was close. I think it was pretty close. Like I said, I think that Taylor made it a lot closer than what it should have been. Eric Bowden says, yeah, he gave Ramirez a lot of recovery time. CB Sports said Kenny Bayless full of shit. Oh, yeah, you already know. Kenny Alex, KG, what's happening with it? KG, big KG in the building. He said Kenny Bayless is the Herb Dean of boxing. Let me see. Knockout say facts, bro. He said they scored at 114, 112. If he ain't get them knockdowns, yeah, they would have robbed him, man. Randall Bivens says, Key, do you think that's one of the disadvantages of putting too much stock in the amateurs? Ramirez was relying a little on the ref during the breaks while Taylor was looking for an opportunity. Yeah, he was. And that's another thing, man, Randall, you brought up. Ramirez was relying a lot and complaining to the refs. You know what I'm saying? When Taylor, he was just in there dogging it. He was on his dog shit. Like, I came here to fight. It is what it is. I'm not looking at no ref or none of that. But like I said, I got a lot of respect for Ramirez because, man, Ramirez, a cool dude. He a real cat. And he got hard, man. He got hard. So shout out to Ramirez. Both of them. That's how you get in there and fight, man. Both of them. And Ramirez was, man, after his loss, he took it like a man. And we can't do nothing but respect him. Robert Pitt says, I meant the Taylor versus Regis fight was close. And a lot of people think Regis won. Oh, you talking about Taylor versus Regis fight. It was close, but Regis didn't win that fight. And I'm a huge Regis fan. Like, Regis is one of my favorite fighters, but he didn't win that fight versus Taylor. To me, Taylor won that fight clearly. And I lost a lot of money on that fight because I did bet on I bet on Regis Prograis. I never in a million years thought Taylor was gonna beat Regis Prograis. To me, I thought Regis Prograis was the best at 140. Yeah, Kenny Bayless always gonna get the big fights. You know, Mayweather really put him on. You feel me? Especially Mayweather, put him on in the big fights. So yeah, Kenny Bayless, he gonna get them big fights. I like the dude with the big eyes. He a good ass referee, and I like the other cat, that Fred, the white dude that Fred be having on this channel. The one that ref the first Deontay Wilder and Fury fight, huh?
Jack Reese.
Jack Reese. I like Jack Reese. And what's the dude with the big eyes name?
Motherfucker look like Jimmy the Cricket.
I forgot, man. I like those two refs.
Steve Wilkins.
Steve
Wilkins.
Wilkins. Okay, yeah, I like Steve Wilkins and Jack Reese. I think those are the two best refs in the game. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? Even though people, had a problem with Jack Reese, on the count with Wilder, it is what it is. He a good ass ref, man. He know his shit too. Mr. Rez J, what's happening with it? Harvey Doc, yeah, Harvey Doc is solid too. What's good, Mr. Rez J? What's happening with it? Yeah, Harvey Doc is solid too. He's solid too, man. So, what you think about that this weekend, man? Hell of a fight.
One hell of a fight. Salute to Jose Ramirez, like you said, did his thing, bro. Did his thing, went in there. But I just knew he wouldn't be no Josh Taylor. I knew it on the simple fact of his defense is his offense. And Josh Taylor is the better all-around fighter. He make the better adjustments. Like I kept saying, he was going to make the better adjustments in the fights. And that's what he did. Man, Andre Ward's scorecards was totally different because the rounds he gave fucking Ramirez, I gave to Josh Taylor. I thought Josh Taylor was controlling the distance well, but Ramirez was bringing on the pressure. And I disagree with you, Keith. Ramirez hurt Josh Taylor a couple times in that fight. He hurt him a couple times. His head was just strong, and he recovered from that shit. Because I think it was the third round, to where I think he hurt his ass. Where I was like, oh my god.
Okay, well, you know what? He did hurt him one time. I can remember where Josh Taylor started holding on and shit.
Yeah, I think that was like the third round where I'm like, oh shit, Ramirez looked like he finna do his damn thing. Because first of all, I was getting pissed. I was getting a little pissed at Taylor because, like you said, he wasn't keeping his distance at first. He was letting he was letting Ramirez, bring it to him, and he was sitting there trying to bang with him. I was like, man, you better stop trying to bang right now and go in that motherfucker and wait till the second half. But he was investing into the body. He was landing good shit too. What I liked about Ramirez was the short shots that we didn't see, bro. He was hitting his ass with some short, compact shit, and it was hurting his ass. Like when Josh Taylor landed a good body shot, Ramirez caught him right on the chin with a short hook that woke his ass up. You're like, oh, I gotta watch that shit. But it was like I said, that was a fucking classic. It was a classic, bro. It was going back and forth. But Josh Taylor made the adjustment when he needed to make the adjustment. He came out, starts keeping him on the jab, showed that he was stronger than him physically, right? Because when people was called, oh, it was too much holding. Last time I checked, when Josh Taylor was grabbing him, he was working with his other hand. So as long as you grabbing and you working, bro, they gonna let you do that. So I like Kenny Bellis. Kenny Bellis is actually one of my favorite referees. I did say he kind of dropped the ball in that fight a little bit because it was some bullshit going on to where I was like, hold on now, Kenny Bellis, you trying to get that man too much time to recover. And I made a video on that shit to where he was, and I think a lot of people seen that. But Kenny Bellis is a good ass ref. Saturday he was on some shit that make you say what's going down. But nonetheless, man, Josh Taylor went in there, bro, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do, bro. Take advantage of Ramirez's aggression, use his aggression against him, let him walk into some shit like the first. He walked right into the first knockdown, walked right into it, kept putting his hands down, caught his ass with the clean one, bam, put him down. Then the uppercut, bro, just so beautiful, like you say, Key. Hands down again, bagging right out, bam, hit him and put his ass down. Which I was like, I seen Kenny Bellis right there, and I ain't gonna lie, I did thought Kenny was fit to break him. But when he just bagged back, and that's on Ramirez not keeping his head on the swivel. Just like when he turned his back, and Josh Taylor ran up on him and hit his ass, bam, and he turned around and hit him again. Like, you better protect yourself at all times, brother. This is a fight. We're in a goddamn fight. So Josh Taylor took advantage of everything he was supposed to take advantage of. Kenny Bellis let them fight their fights. Yes, he was grabbing, but it ain't like he was just grabbing and holding on. He like rapping, just rap. No, he was grabbing. He was working on his ass. And Ramirez should have been working as well, but it just shows you that Josh Taylor, to me, was physically stronger than Ramirez, because if you don't want somebody to grab him, you don't let him grab him. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hell of a fight, bro. Josh Taylor went in there and did exactly what he's supposed to do. Jose Ramirez showed heart, guts, and determination. You feel me? Because he got up and he still fought all the way to the end. Win, lose, or draw, he can hold his head high. You know what I mean? But man, Josh Taylor is the real deal. You got to give that man his credit. When you look at what he did leading up to Undisputed, bro, the man fought like 6 undefeated fighters in a row, 5 or 6. And Victor Post only had 1 loss on his resume, and that was Danny Garcia. You feel me? And even before the Victor Post fight, he had a couple good wins on his resume. So I think he's 18-0 right now, or 17-0, one of them.
No, Victor Poster only had 1 loss. That was against Bud Crawford.
Bud Crawford. I'm sorry, Bud Crawford. Is he 18-0 now? Josh Taylor 18-0. So what he did, bro, that's amazing, bro. 18-0, undisputed.
18 fights.
And 18
fights he did that.
Undisputed and X amount of fucking undefeated fighters that are credible opponents. Not just motherfuckers you digging up from Germany and West India and down in Africa and all that shit. These motherfuckers are credible opponents in the division, world champions and world champion contenders. You understand what I'm saying? And Josh Taylor just showed, man, that he's in a great fucking position right now. He can talk his shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's my favorite UK fighter. It was Ryan Burnett, but he retired. Josh Taylor's my favorite UK fighter, bro. Well, Scotland fighter. Like I tell people, I'm big on Scotland, bro. William Wallace, Robert and Bruce, Queen Mary. That's a lot of shit that I watch in history, though. But I just know the heart of the Scotlands. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers got heart. They determined, and they not begging down for nothing. And Josh Taylor's one of them fighters you have to kill to keep his ass down. Because he ain't going out without a fight. You know what I mean? He's not going out without a fight. So he put himself in position right now, bro, to either go up or stay at 140 and reign at 140 as the big dog. You know what I mean? So it's up to him, right? People want him to go see Terence, Bud Crawford, things of that nature. Do you want to do that, or do you want to stay at 140 where you got a lot of big ass fights? Yes, Crawford's gonna be a legacy fight, right? We don't know how much Bob talking about paying you for that fight. But if you got Javante Davis, Teofimo Lopez, fighters like that coming to 140, and you hold all the scraps, you know, you might want to think about considering your options, which I think he's going to do, holding all the titles. So Josh Taylor, hell of a fighter, man. Put himself on the map. Should be on everybody pound for pound list. And man, what can you say? The guy's a bad motherfucker, bro. Salute to him, much credit to him, and we'll see where he go from here.
Yeah, man. And one thing I did want to say because I seen Knockout talking about Robert Garcia talking about he was he was trashing that fight. He was cheerleading and gave no good instructions. Man, one thing I did notice, right? Before Ramirez came out, I think it was before the 10th round, right? When he was in the corner after the 9th round, right? He gave his, and I'm listening to what type of instructions he's giving Ramirez. He told Ramirez that he had won every round except for the 2 rounds that he had got knocked down in, right? That was before the 10th round, right? And Ramirez had just clearly lost that 9th round. He just had clearly lost the 9th round, right? And Robert Garcia told in the corner, he told Ramirez that he said you won every round except for the 2 rounds that you got knocked down in. And I'm listening, and I'm like, what the fuck type of instructions is that to tell a man in a fight like this? You telling him that, oh, you didn't win every round except for the 2 rounds you got knocked down in. And I'm talking about, if y'all go back and watch that 9th round, right? He just watched him lose the 9th round and he told him that. What the fuck are you talking about? So, you know, Robert Garcia, he needs to do a lot better than that. You know what I'm saying? With his instructions in the corner, because you telling him that, and you should have been telling him, like, this fight is very, very close. You need to do any and everything you can to go out there and try to get this dude up out of there or win these next couple rounds. But you telling him you won every round except for the 2 rounds you got knocked down in? What the fuck? Like, so that shit was alarming to me. I'm like, what is he telling them that for? Overall, I think Robert Garcia is a pretty good trainer, me personally, because I've seen Robert Garcia take fighters and turn them into something that they weren't before. Like what Robert Garcia did with Marcos Maidana, great work. What Robert Garcia did with Jose Cito Lopez, great work. So I'm not just going to shit on Robert Garcia and say he's not a good trainer.
Brandon Rios.
Huh?
Brandon Rios.
Yeah, Brandon Rios. Yeah, he's done a lot, you know what I'm saying, and turned around fighters' careers. But one thing I will say is that night, on Saturday night, he was not giving good instructions in the corner. He could have done a lot better. I don't know what fight he was watching, but, you know, like I said, I'm going to go back and watch that fight. It was a lot of close rounds in that fight. Josh Taylor could have won that fight a lot easier than what he did, and he made it hard on himself trying to, you know, bang on the inside with Ramirez when he could have, you know, he's the more athletic fighter. He's quicker. He got the better footwork, so he could have stayed on the outside and, you know, boxed a lot better. But a lot of times Josh Taylor was going, like, willingly going on the inside to bang with Ramirez. And another thing, if y'all go back and watch the fight, what I noticed is a lot of times he was waiting on Ramirez. When every time Josh Taylor was first, Ramirez didn't have an answer for Josh Taylor. But when Josh Taylor was waiting on Ramirez, like letting Ramirez come to him and get on the inside and waiting on him, that's when he was making the fight tough for himself. But like I said, man, both warriors, great fight. That's the type of shit we need to see in boxing. Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments. Let me see. Jab Jamboree. What's happening with it, Ack? What's happening with it, Ack, in the building? Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He said, yeah. He said, tell the truth. He said, don't be lying to me when I'm getting my ass whooped. That's real, man. You need to make some type of urgency in those type of situations. Let me see. Yes, sir. Man, and as far as I see, you know, as far as Josh Taylor, you know, pound for pound, I want to talk about Josh Taylor pound for pound because to me, he has to be top 5 pound for pound When you talk about, because a lot of people got Teofimo Lopez, but this pound for pound shit is hard, right? Because now Josh Taylor has become undisputed at 140. And he did it with a hell of a resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Money said, he beat Victor Postal. He beat Baranchek when Baranchek was undefeated. He beat motherfucking Regis Prograis. Who else he beat?
Damn, what's that boy name? He got popped. Yeah, Casson and Ryan Morton. Ryan Morton was undefeated.
Yeah, man. So like the fighters that he beat, and okay, because I know a lot of people. We just got to talk about it because, right? Terence Crawford and Josh Taylor both fought Victor Postal. They both became undisputed at 140. If you look at Josh Taylor's road to undisputed, and you look at Terence Crawford's road to undisputed, you can't compare. Josh Taylor's road to undisputed was much more impressive than Terence Crawford's road to undisputed because I'm a resume guy. Don't matter who you are, what color you is, it don't matter. To me, I'm a resume guy. And when I look at the guys that Josh Taylor had to beat to get undisputed, that's how you get undisputed right there. And it's no shade to Bud Crawford because we all know at the time that Bud was at 140, the division was weak. You know what I'm saying? So he did what he had to do. He ran through it. He beat everybody that he had to beat. His toughest opponent was Victor Postal.
Hold up, kid. I got to take a piss real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, his toughest opponent was Victor Postal, and he beat Victor Postal. But, you know, a year and a half later or so, Josh Taylor, he went and beat Victor Postal. They both had unanimous decisions over Victor Postal. They both beat Victor Postal. Coming off Victor, you know, they both beat Victor Postal coming off big wins. You know what I'm saying? So, but then when you measure like you beat Regis Prograis, right? And then you also beat Baranchek, and now you beat Ramirez. Ramirez also beat Victor Postal. I thought that the Victor Postal and Ramirez fight could have went either way. That was a very close fight. It could have went either way. But Ramirez also beat Victor Postal, right? So when you look at the resume, when you break down Terence Crawford's resume at 140 and you break down Josh Taylor's resume at 140, it's really no comparison because Ramirez is a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis is a motherfucking hell of a fighter. Bud Crawford now never had to face no Ramirez or Regis Prograis at 140. Now, am I saying that he can't beat both of them? No, I'm not saying that at all. I think I would give the edge to Bud Crawford in both of those fights. I know that Bud Crawford would beat Ramirez, and I would give the edge to him over Regis. But all I'm saying is the resume, you can't deny it. So when we look at pound for pound rankings, when we look at, okay, where do you put Josh Taylor in the pound for pound rankings? Because to me, what he just did with the resume, see, I'm not no accolades guy. If you tell me, oh, well, his accolades, okay, well, that's cool, but I still want to know who he fought to get those accolades, right? So when you look at what he did, becoming undisputed, fuck the accolade, just becoming undisputed with that resume, he got to be in the top 5 because now you got to look at Bud Crawford. Okay, well, Bud Crawford has to be on the top 5 because he became champion at 135. He became undisputed at 140, and he also, you know, became a champion at 147. So you can't put Jose Ramirez above Bud Crawford, right? But can you put Jose Ramirez before Teofimo Lopez?
Josh Taylor, man.
Josh Taylor, my bad. Hey, I appreciate that, man. You came in right on time. You know what I'm saying? Money, he might not be here when you want him, but he gonna come in always on time. Hey, no, can you put Josh Taylor, right? Can you put Josh Taylor above Teofimo Lopez? Can you put Josh Taylor above Teofimo Lopez, right? And I think you can because they both did big things, right, to become undisputed. But overall, when you talk about Baranchek, Regis Prograis, and then Ramirez, and you won the whole fucking tournament, you got to put him above Teofimo Lopez. You got to. And that's just my opinion. You got to put him above Teofimo Lopez. So you got to have Canelo in there. You got to have Errol Spence in there for what he's been doing. Josh Taylor and Bud. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can put them in what order y'all want to. I know a lot of people got Inui in their pound for pound, but to me, it's like Inui, to me, even though he at that lower weight class, I still haven't seen him fight no motherfucking Ramirez at his weight class. Maybe he have, I don't know, but you know, I'm not too familiar with them small dudes like I am, you know, when you get up in the weights. But Inui, so it's hard, man, the pound for pound hard. But to me, Josh Taylor, yeah, you got to move him right there. You got to put him right there. You got to put Josh Taylor pound for pound, man. And to me, like I said, once again, man, his resume at 140 is a lot more stellar than Bud Crawford's resume. And it ain't no knock to Bud. It's just now the 140-pound division is a much tougher division than it was when Bud was there. You know, dudes was moving, like dudes had moved up once Bud had got in the 140-pound weight division. Yeah. T.O. ain't undisputed, but yeah, you know, I mean, he still got to get that belt from Devin Haney. You right about that, because that goddamn franchise belt, you're not undisputed. So yeah, take T.O. You can move T.O. to 6 or 7, but Josh Taylor got to be 5. He number 5 to me. Yeah, man, what you think about that, Money?
Yeah, man, I kind of agree with you. It depends on how everybody look at it. You know, like you said, it's tricky, man, with the pound for pound. Everybody got their own, but Taylor is above Teofimo Lopez to me, because Teofimo Lopez was never undisputed. He's not undisputed in my book.
Yeah, you're right.
Josh Taylor is undisputed, and like you say, his road was harder. Even though he beat Lomachenko, Teofimo, I still think Josh Taylor's road was harder, bro. You feel me? And I'm looking at that dude, bro. Are you looking at the skill set, the fights that he's in, the dog fights that he's in, bro? And you got to give him his credit. But you know, everybody go shape up their pound for pound list the way they want it. As long as you got him on that list, that's all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters to me, because what he did is to me, is deserved to be congratulated and saluted. You know what I'm saying? So give him his flowers right here, and then we're gonna see what he do next, because he's not ducking no smoke. Even right now, where Bob Arum said he got obligations to fight a mandatory, so that may not be too hard for him. But even right now, he's talking about fighting Terence, Crawford, or a T.O. or a Tank, or you know what I'm saying? Like he want all the big fights, and that type of heart, bro. You got to come in. He ain't ducking nothing. Talking about going straight to 147 fighting Bud. So man, Josh Taylor, he cut from that clock. Bro.
Yeah. Josh Taylor, man, he won't smoke. He wants to smoke with everybody, you know. Now, so first, Bob was like, you know, Bob was saying that's the fight that he wants to make, Josh Taylor versus Terence Crawford, right? That's the fight that he been want to make. Man, I've been telling people that for a long time. That's the fight that he wants to make, because he don't want to take no chances when it comes to Bud. He got something against Bud. I think, you know, when you do business with a man, right, and you continue to lose money, I think that Bob Arum holds that against Bud Crawford. Like, this motherfucker, every time I fuck with him, I lose money. So Bob Arum keeps that in the back of his head. So don't think he ain't got no little grudge against Bud, because he like, man, this motherfucker, man, I can't make no money off of him. That's how he feels. So he like, shit, hey, if I'm gonna do some business with Bud, if I got one more fight with him, if he resigns, whatever it may be, I'm not taking no chance. So if I put him with another top-ranked fighter, it's all in-house, that means I'm gonna get my bread. Other than that, I'm not taking no chance. I'm not putting up no money. He just told y'all that, and I'm gonna get on that later. But that's the fight that, you know, it's a good fight. But I think Bud Crawford, from what I've seen, Bud Crawford, he beats the shit out of Taylor. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, but he beats Taylor. Ain't no way that Taylor can beat Bud Crawford. And I'm telling y'all, it's no way that Josh Taylor can beat Bud Crawford.
No way. I'm with you on that.
It's no way. You feel me? It's just, but
why we ain't doing no fantasy matchups, bro. We 2-4 in the game with so many fights that could be made. To be talking about DSG and Taylor, my brother, but it's all love, man. I'm gonna say fantasy, and both of these dudes acting.
Yeah, but man, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't fuck with Bud, dog. But that's a great fight for Bud because it looked like type of fight that's right up his alley. A fight that, you know what I'm saying, most people know that he can win. He gonna be a big favorite in that fight. That's what it is. But now I heard Bob Arum talking about that he has to fight a mandatory. He got some mandatory. Josh Taylor got a mandatory he got to face. And I'm like, damn, you know, they don't let these dudes. It's crazy, man, because boxing, that's the thing with when you get all the belts, right? They do everything they can to split the belts up, right? So they tell you, well, you got a mandatory for this fight, for this belt, and you got a mandatory for this belt, so you got to choose. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know, man. It's just fucked up because as soon as you win the titles, right, you got a mandatory. But now I guess he already must have had a mandatory from one of the belts that he had.
That's the IBF. You know, you put the
IBF.
Yeah,
the IBF don't. Yeah. They don't play. When they say that you got a mandatory, you got a fucking mandatory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless. But it ain't really no way that he can move around with the Bud Crawford fight because Bud Crawford is at a different weight division. Now, if it was somebody else that was in the same weight division that had a belt, yeah, you could move around that. But I guess he's going to have to go fight his mandatory. So what does that mean for Bud Crawford? What does that mean for Terence Crawford? If Josh Taylor got to fight a mandatory next, and he can't get around it unless the mandatory says, yeah, I'll take step aside money and I'll wait. But if that don't happen, what's next for Bud Crawford? Because he got to go to his number 2 option, and that's my man Virgil Ortiz, right? That's Virgil Ortiz. And does Oscar De La Hoya make that fight? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what though, Money? Oscar De La Hoya may. Nah, he ain't, because I'm thinking that he would DAZN. Nah, Oscar De La Hoya, he went to Triller. He took, I don't know. Oscar De La Hoya, but I don't see Bud Crawford signing with no fucking Golden Boy.
That's what I say. Remember, he could be a free agent. You never know. You never know.
Man, his business fucked
up. Bud Crawford, you never know what is that, right?
Uppercuts boxing say you got Canelo 1, Spence 2. Yep. I agree with you on them too. He said he got Bud 3, Jermell 4, and Taylor 5. You know me, I'm gonna have to put Jermell above Bud because Bud ain't done nothing in a long. He hasn't had, like, it's about what you doing right now. What have you done lately? And I'm not saying that Jermell Charlo is a better fighter than Bud Crawford. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Jermell Charlo is a better fighter than Bud Crawford, because I think Bud Crawford is a better fighter than Jermell Charlo. But as far as what the two fighters have been doing lately, Jermell Charlo been doing more than Bud. You can't hold on to these, top positions just by fight mediocre opposition time after time after time again, right? So I'm gonna have to put Canelo, then Errol Spence, then Jermell Charlo, then Bud Crawford, and then Josh Taylor for right now. That's my top 5 for right now. So man, let me see. Lord to the game, Boxing Talk said Bud gonna put him through some legal BS. Man, so let's go ahead, and I don't know if you want anything. You got anything else you want to say on that before we move on, Money?
No, we can move on. We're good.
Uppercuts Boxing Nation, what's happening with it? Everybody, go to that punk ass Facebook. Go to punk ass Facebook. If you on punk ass Facebook, what you need to do though, real talk, is go show my man Uppercuts Boxing Nation some love. Right? Go subscribe to Uppercuts Boxing Nation on Facebook. For sure. Do that. And Lord to the Game Boxing Talk. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to my man Lord to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube. It don't take you nothing. It don't cost you nothing. go to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk, hit the sub button, hit the bell icon so you can get all his notifications, and then go to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Subscribe. If y'all ain't subscribed to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk and Knockout Boxing 86 TV, make sure that y'all do that right now. Hit the bell icon and subscribe for sure. Man, let's talk about this Errol Spence thing. A lot of them mad, man. A lot of them mad.
And while y'all on Facebook, over there and follow Loyalty Promotion in Boxing.
Yep.
It's Lori Reed Group. She do great work over there as well. Y'all go over there, show some love to Lori. She back. She was in the hospital. She was sick and things of that nature, but now she back on the ground. So y'all go show us some love as well, man. That's a hell of a group over there with a lot of fighters over there that you can, that'll talk back and be active with you. So y'all go show us some love. And y'all subscribe to Lord to the Boxing Game too. Kwame Boxing Group. He do great work over there as well. So y'all show some love, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So but Nanu says, how much does nationality affect people's pound for pound ranking? Well, over here it don't affect nothing. Now with the networks, it affects. You can see for yourself how it affected. You know what I'm saying?
That's a question to ask yourself.
Yeah, I mean, shit. But so check this out, man. A lot of people mad, dog. This Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao shit, right? Now, I didn't know, like I said, I was on vacation and I started getting texts and money hit me. And I'm like, man, y'all lying. Ain't no way Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fight, because I did not think that fight was going to happen. Now, what was my first reaction, Money? Was I like just super excited about that shit?
Nope.
I wouldn't. So don't get it twisted. I wasn't super excited about when I heard Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, because my first thing was, that's cool, but, and I said, that's cool, but only if Manny Pacquiao get that third strap back. Because see, my whole thing is like, Errol Spence said what he was going to do, and he been doing exactly what he was going to do. My whole thing is that I wanted him to go after whoever has the third title. I don't give a fuck if it's Manny Pacquiao, Keith, whoever had that third title, that's who I wanted to see Errol Spence go after, because I want to where one man got 3 belts, because, I mean, Crawford, he can't have 3 belts. So, you know what I'm saying? I want it to where it's 2 men that got all the belts in the division, and that's Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And now it's no more excuses on the table. Ain't no more belts to be got. Ain't nothing else but for them to fight. So I wanted Errol Spence to fight whoever had the third title. Now, when I heard about the Manny Pacquiao, that he was fighting Manny Pacquiao and it was, official and signed, my first initial reaction is I wasn't too excited about that shit. I wouldn't, because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to say the same thing that I said when it was Bud Crawford. I said, okay, Manny Pacquiao, he's been out 2 years. So I don't know what Manny Pacquiao we going to get. I said, also, Manny Pacquiao is older. He's 42 years old, and he ain't got no motherfucking belt. So so that's a great fight for Errol Spence, right? For the popularity, right? For the casual fans to get bigger in boxing, that's a great fight for him. But if it ain't no belt on the line, I'm not fucking jumping up and down for joy, just like I wasn't when fucking Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao got announced. But one thing I told y'all, and I was the first to say this, right? I was the first, and it is a big payday, right? But I was the first to say this. I said it months ago, and Money will tell you, I was the first to say this. I said, if Manny Pacquiao fight Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, or one of these killers, I said, watch them take away Ugas' belt, demote him back down to the regular champion, and give Manny Pacquiao his belt back as the super champion. And right now, that's what they're talking about doing. And I was the first one to say, I see people coming out with the news, but I was the first one that said that's what they're going to do, right? And that's what they finna do. I'm telling y'all, they finna give Manny Pacquiao his super title back, because first of all, Manny Pacquiao, the reason they took the belt, the reason they took Manny Pacquiao's belt is because Manny Pacquiao didn't give them an opponent that he was going to fight in the top 10 or another champion, right? But now he's fighting another champion. He's actually fighting a unified champion. that's in the top 10. That's the number one, right? You fighting the unified champion. So now, right, all they got to do is give him his belt back, and that's what they finna do. They finna give the Mo Ugas back down, and a lot of people, right? A lot of people is like, damn, that's fucked up to Ugas. That's fucked up to Ugas. But it ain't fucked up to Ugas because the motherfucker didn't have to fight nobody. So Ugas can't complain because they just gonna be like, look, dog, we gave you this shit and we gave it to you. If we gave it to you, you didn't have to fight nobody. You didn't earn it. So the man is back. So we're going to give the man his belt back. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? And it's about money. When they look at them fucking titles, what they going to make more on? Ugas having a fucking belt or goddamn Manny Pacquiao having that strap going into a fight with Errol Spence? Ugas could kiss that motherfucking belt goodbye. I seen him taking pictures and posing with the shit on the fucking yacht with his woman with the belt, doing all type of shit. But you gonna have to get that belt back to the man, Manny Pacquiao. Because that man wants his belt back and they gonna give that man his belt back. That's just what it is. So now, with all of that being said, when they do that, because it's coming soon, when they give Manny Pacquiao his belt back, and that is a 3-belt fight, right? You got the WBA, the IBF, and the WBC on the line. Dog, now I'm jumping up and down for joy. Now that's what I want to hear. Because not only is Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence a much better fight than Ugas versus Manny Pacquiao, it's a much bigger fight. It's a much better competitive fight because, yeah, we ain't seen Manny Pacquiao in 2 years, but a Manny Pacquiao, he's not a normal 42-year-old fighter, right? And like Money has said, he does stay in shape. He's just not like, you know what I'm saying? He stays in shape. And from what I heard is Manny Pacquiao been training for a while now. He's been training because remember, he was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao. That fight was talked about last year, in the middle of last year. So Manny Pacquiao been training for a while. He been staying in shape. Then he talked about fighting Conor McGregor. So Manny Pacquiao is going to be ready. You feel me? He going to be ready. I don't know if he going to be the same Manny Pacquiao that fought Keith Thurman. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But all in all, I still would pick Manny Pacquiao to beat Ugas. I don't think it's too many people that wouldn't pick Manny Pacquiao to beat Ugas. And to tell y'all the truth, I think what really happened, why they really started working on getting this Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight done is because they listened to what the fans have to say. A lot of fans, I wasn't one of them, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of fans didn't like Ugas versus Errol Spence. They didn't like that fight. They was talking shit about that fight. I like the fight just because I'm like, well, Ugas got the 3rd fucking title. It is what it is. You feel me? But a lot of people didn't like a Ugas fight versus Errol Spence. And I think Ugas didn't do himself a favor in his last fight because he didn't look too good in his last fight. So that brought Ugas' stock down. So when you talk about making a big major fight with Errol Spence and putting it on pay-per-view and want everybody to buy it, and you trying to sell the Errol Spence versus Ugas, people looking at this, well, we know who Errol Spence is, but the casual fans, we don't know who the fuck Ugas is. And then you go look at Ugas' last fight, and he didn't look too good in his last fight. So you like, nah. So that they looked at that as a hard sell. So they like, nah, we need to get this Manny Pacquiao fight done. And I'm gonna say this before I read through some of y'all, a few of y'all comments, and I'm gonna get to Money, right? We need to get, I think they said that they need to get the fight done because, you know, it wasn't a good look for Ugas. But we got to give a shout out to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a motherfucking true warrior because Manny Pacquiao did what Mayweather wasn't willing to do this. The shit that Manny Pacquiao's doing, Mayweather wasn't willing to get in there with a Keith Thurman and then go in there off a 2-year layoff with a fucking Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao, win, lose, or draw, Manny Pacquiao is a fucking legend and one of the greatest legends. I don't think we'll ever see anybody like Manny Pacquiao again. Real talk. I don't ever think that we'll see nobody with nuts as big as Manny Pacquiao in boxing again. To come off a 2-year layoff, 42 years old, in the fight Errol Spence, that motherfucker got some big ass nuts. Manny Pacquiao, and Errol Spence told me when I told him, money, and I got to go back to what Errol Spence told me. He said, when I said, Manny Pacquiao would never fight you, Errol Spence, he looked at me and he said, I think he'll fight me. Manny Pacquiao ain't scared of nobody. I think Manny Pacquiao will fight me. And Errol Spence proved me wrong. Manny Pacquiao proved me wrong. And, you know, salute to Manny Pacquiao. Nothing but love for Manny Pacquiao. Win, lose, or draw. We got to give it up to Manny Pacquiao because we don't see shit like this. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck how much money Manny Pacquiao is making. That don't matter. He's still getting in the ring against the best at 147 pounds at his age, and you got to give it up to him. So let's all give it up to him. And everybody in here, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, it ain't no reason that you should be in here watching and can't hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. It don't take you no time. All you need to do is put your motherfucking finger on the like button, hit it, and release it. That's it. And then hit that bell icon. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the channel, and then go to Money Brown TV and subscribe to his channel. And I'm pretty sure you already subscribed to Money Brown TV because he in there putting in work. My man, Valentine, always coming through showing love. What's good with it, Matthew Valentine? He say, salute. Did Pac get the belt back? Well, I think I already went through that. So, yeah, it's coming. Oh, yeah, Matthew Valentine.
I think on BoxRec.
Huh?
It's on BoxRec.
What?
3 scraps, shorty.
Oh, he got the belt back.
WBA Super, WBC, and IBF.
Yep, he got the belt back. Well, shit, I guess that answered what I'm talking about right now. You got the belt back. You dig? They gonna make it official real soon. They gonna make the announcement. And shout out again to Matthew Valentine, because Matthew Valentine's, right? He kept telling me that you know, it was a big possibility that Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence was gonna fight each other. I didn't believe it. I just didn't see this. I didn't see this coming. This shit hit me in the back of the head like a motherfucking baseball bat. Damn near knocked me out. I didn't see this one coming. And we know a lot of motherfuckers is mad, dog. Hey, Taiwan Terrell, baby Crawford. Man, I know y'all mad at the motherfucker. Y'all are mad. Man, I'm going to show y'all how mad they was while money cooking. The Real Marlowe TV. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Real Marlowe TV. Hey, if you want tears in your eyes, if you want a motherfucker to have you laughing, go subscribe to the Real Marlowe TV.
That's my real talk. Y'all go show some love, man. Y'all go show some love.
And my bad money. Let me get Smooth Groove Boxing. Smooth Groove Boxing always showing love. What it do? He says, I'm gonna do more than hit the like button. Y'all follow suit. Oak Cliff in the building. Manny, he says, let's get the belt up out you. Yeah, we gonna have to get the belt up out you, Manny. They gonna have to. I love you, Manny, but we gonna have to take that belt up out you. Real talk. Yeah, Cassandra, I didn't see this coming. And salute again to my man Smooth Groove Boxing off in the building. Yes, sir. Y'all hit that like button once again and go ahead and cook on this. And while he cooking, I'm gonna show you what Terence Crawford was doing while Money is cooking. So go ahead and cook, Money.
First thing I'm gonna do is come in this motherfucker and protect Floyd Joy Mayweather's motherfucking Jr. Look, what Pacquiao is doing is much respected. He is an icon. He's a legend. He don't even have to do this fight. But let's not get it twisted, bro. Floyd's 44 years of age. Floyd already telling y'all he's not going to let these young boys beat up on his old body, right? Floyd doing what he's supposed to do. Floyd, you say, I can come back and fight one of these kids and make up worth 30 to 50 million. Or I can go fight one of these YouTubers and make 9 figures. He like, shit, I'm not going to go in there and play with these young boys in my help, right? So Floyd's just being smart. But don't get it twisted for 1 second, bro. Manny is a fucking legend. 8 division. To me, he'll never be better than Floyd Money Mayweather. He'll never be better than Floyd. Floyd already beat him, right? Even though he have been beat, but you know they had to connect Manny name to Floyd, and Manny is a legend in his own right. But you know, I just see a lot of people connecting Floyd and Manny together, and they want to keep saying Manny doing this, he's doing that. Manny choosing to do it. Respect to him. He don't have to do it because he don't have nothing to prove. Just like Floyd don't have nothing to prove. But Floyd, like you say, I'm retired, man. I'm retired and I can do what I want. We'll see Manny doing the same thing, follow suit. But salute to Manny, bro. Salute to him, bro. What he doing is commendable. You can't take nothing away from it. Like we say, the belt is being returned back to Manny Pacquiao. It's looking like, and I want to salute everybody out there that was saying the belt's gonna be returned because I was one of the guys that was saying they not gonna do it. I was a firm believer in they weren't gonna do it. The Ugas they gonna let them keep the scrap. You know,
Argue me down and
they
said he
did
was
it.
gonna do it.
They did it. You know what I mean? They giving them the title back, and that's super big. It's super big because it still keep us on the same road to undisputed, and nobody can say shit. Nobody can say, "Oh, well, just a 42-year-old fighter and this, that, and the third." Well, it's a 42-year-old fighter with a lot of fucking recognition, with a big ass bag, and now with the WBA super title back. That's what I'm saying, and it's gonna be one hell of a fight. It's gonna be one hell of a fight because people, you know, they quick to criticize when it comes to Errol Spence. Quick to criticize, bro. And that's terrible. They are quick to criticize when it comes to Errol Spence. The man can't do nothing right, no matter who he fight. You know, he's a bitch. But yet he's out here fighting every motherfucker to make him and Bud Crawford the biggest fight in boxing when Bud just cruising along. You know what I'm saying? Just cruising along. And finna get an opportunity of a lifetime. You feel me? So when we're looking at the situation, bro, and shouts out to Ugas, because you know I like you, Dennis Ugas. Like I say, don't like the shit that he said about when the police is killing motherfuckers out here because he's not really informed. You know, he come from a different perspective, but what he do in the boxing ring is to be commended as well. It's to be commended, and he still will have opportunities because it ain't going nowhere. And I want to say this, Key, because people will be looking at it and be like, and shouts out to me and Key, because I want, like, without the belt with Manny, I wanted the title from Ugas. You know, I got videos saying I wanted Ugas, I wanted Earl to get that scrap. You know what I'm saying? But now when we're looking at the situation, and you know, the scrap is on the line, you can't deny that shit. You can't deny it. And for Earl to be fighting Pacquiao, even if the belt won on the line, it's a one in a lifetime chance. We got to understand, Manny is on his way out the door. He on his way out the door. So Earl, only 31 years of age, you still gonna have all the opportunities in the world to become undisputed at 147, right? But do you want to take this Manny Pacquiao fight and make your name that much more bigger? Put you on a different pedestal if you can beat this man on the biggest stage of your career? Because right now, this is the biggest stage of Errol Spence's career, fighting Manny Pacquiao with or without a belt with Manny Pacquiao, without no titles. You know what I'm saying? And it's an opportunity that you can't pass up. You can't pass up this opportunity, right? But it just goes to show you the moves that Al Heyman be making behind the scenes that make Al Heyman the greatest motherfucker in boxing. Period, hands down. Been in the game lesser than all these promoters. And look at the moves he making. You know what I'm saying? But with the fighting itself, bro, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Manny is coming to fight. He's not backing down. He's gonna come in shape, right? Like I say, y'all seen my video. The war of words is going back and forth. Manny think that he's faster and stronger than Spence. You know, you got many people coming out talking about he gonna knock him out and shit like that. And that's the attitude you want from Manny. You want that attitude from Manny. You're gonna come in and try to be the best 42-year-old Manny that you can be. And it's only gonna make Errol Spence be the best Errol Spence that he can be. Because once he got the fucking that shit signed, sealed, and delivered, and they announced it, guess where Errol Spence went to? Straight to the gym. Straight to the motherfucking gym, bro. He understand the opportunity, understand the step he got to be in, right? And he's not gonna let this moment slip. He not gonna let this moment slip. He gonna show up, he gonna show out. Like my man Smooth Groove say, we about to get that title up out of Manny. We about to send Manny back to the Philippines and become the president with a big ass bag, you know. And it's an honor to share the ring with Manny Pacquiao, bro. This is an honor. This is an honor. And then for people to say this, kid, I'm gonna put this in a perspective too. Because they hit me up, hey man, oh, we see Earl accept the 70-30. He accept 30% from Pacquiao. We don't know what the percentage is. Let's keep it real. We don't know what the fuck the percentage is.
Making up shit.
But check this out.
Know what the fuck he accepted.
But check this out. Even if he did accept the 30%, right now, watch this. Earl offered this man a 60-40 split for Terence Crawford. If it was a 50-50 split, Earl only getting 10% more from Terence Crawford. A 10% more, you know what I'm saying? It's 10% more from Terence Crawford. Now, Terence Crawford only had accepted 20%, right? That was he was going to take 20%, 80-20 deal. So if Earl got 30%, guess what? It was another 10%, right? So what the fuck are y'all talking about? It's still the same 10% that he was getting from Terence Crawford that he got from Manny Pacquiao. If that's the case. You feel me? If that's the case. We don't know what the fuck the numbers is right now. But it's still in the same position of Bud losing the extra 10% to Earl like he was losing to Manny Pacquiao. So y'all got to miss us with the bullshit, bro. Miss us with the bullshit. Now Earl is back in it. He could have been in the best shape of his life. Blu-ray back in the count, right? Understanding this the opportunity of a lifetime. Shouts out to Ebo Spence. She predicted this shit, right? She said that he was gonna fight Manny. This is the fight that she wanted to see because this is the fight that Earl wanted. And it's happening, bro. It's happening. No matter if you like it or not, all the motherfuckers talking about this gonna try to diss it and say this about it. August 21st, you motherfuckers gonna be in front of somebody TV, whether you're streaming, paying, or watching it at a board somewhere. You motherfuckers gonna be intrigued and in tune watching this fight, whether you're a hater or not. And that's the only thing we want from you weak ass is to watch the fight, period. But it's nothing but love, man, both ways. You got to respect Manny Pacquiao for what he's doing. You know, he's going to be an icon and a legend, you know, and like I say, fighting these fights. And Earl won his first option for people to say, oh, he only choose Earl because he's slow. He only choose Earl because he know he can beat him. Earl won his fucking first option. First option was Conor McGregor. He lost. Then he tried to get the motherfucking Ryan Garcia shit. That fell apart. Then Mikey Garcia. That fell apart. Then Terence Crawford. That fell apart. Then Mikey Garcia again. That fell apart. Then comes Errol Spence. That's the last fucking option. So let's stop playing these old weak ass games that y'all trying to put out there. But shouts out to Manny Pacquiao coming back to Al Heyman, knowing this was his biggest bag with Errol Spence, because you don't make another big bag with neither one of them guys unless it's Conor McGregor. You don't get a bigger bag with Errol Spence than none of them guys unless it's Conor McGregor. You feel me? So at the end of the day, Manny Pacquiao did what's good for Manny Pacquiao. He finna get the bag, enough money to feed his people, and to put on for a campaign to be the president of the Philippines. And this will be the end of Manny Pacquiao. He will be returned after this fight. You feel me? So we'll see what happens. Let's go, Key.
Going out with a bang. He's going out with a win,
going out with a bang.
He's going out with a fucking bang. You feel me? And he gonna show people that having a fucking O on your record ain't everything. You feel me? So some of these young guys, and I'm not talking about Floyd Mayweather when I talk about this. I'm talking about these young bucks. Having an O, you can still be great without having an O on your fucking record. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
they praised the O, and I never praised the O. I never praised, even with Mayweather. Mayweather took an L. But the thing about Mayweather, what people don't understand is that Mayweather wasn't afraid to lose his O. Let's get that in perspective.
He fought everybody.
Yeah, and he always said this, when it's coming to the ring, man, that shit gonna be what it's gonna be. Of course, you want to keep it. You gonna put yourself in the best position not to lose. But he always said, "Fuck it, it's go. Once we get into the ring, it's gonna be what it's gonna be." You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between Mayweather and these cats out here that want to try to keep that O, man.
Yeah, and Smooth Groove boxing off in the building again. What's good? He say Nebraska. He say put some respect on Oak Cliff name. He says no worries. We're gonna give Nebraska this Texas work. Dallas, Texas, man down. Hey, if they want it, they don't look like they want it though. You know, they don't look like they want it. They mad right now. I'm gonna show you what Terence Crawford and everybody in Nebraska was doing. Give me a second. In Lord to the game, boxing talk. What's happening with it? Kwame East off in the building once again. He say Heyman. He say stay giving Arum L's. He said Spence, Manny passing the torch. Blame Bob. He says, oh yeah, stay thirsty, Team Crawford. Stay thirsty. And they made it, you know what I'm saying? They made it personal. And then my man Kwame, he come back again in that super chat and he say, hashtag Blu-ray back. That's real talk. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem for Manny. And let me show y'all, because you know what I'm saying, some of my sources said that you know, man, Bud Crawford and his whole team, man, they was livid when they found out. And so this what they was doing. This what Bud was doing when he found out, man. And I don't know if y'all feel sorry for the situation of what, but this what he was doing, man. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can make sure y'all see this. They said that's what Bud was doing when he found out Pacquiao got that fight with Spence. Man, he was mad, man. And Spence is like, man, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Bob. You know what I'm saying? Your business ain't right. Cassandra Mason off in that super chat. What's good with you, Queen? She said, keep cooking, my guys, already. Yeah, appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. She one of the day ones. She was in here when nobody was in here. Salute to Cassandra Mason, always showing love and support. And what's good with it, Coach? What's happening with it, Coach? Coach in the building.
What's going down, Coach? BH was in the building, man. What's going down? BFTV was in the building too. What's going down?
Oh yeah, BFTV. What's happening with it? BFTV. Salute to my brother.
Yeah.
Salute to BFTV. I already know.
I think that's Bill Haney in the building too with BH.
Oh, okay. Bill Haney, what's happening with it? Salute. Bunanu says, fan of Manny and a fan of all the current welterweights. Yeah, man, I'm a fan of Manny Pacquiao. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. I'm a fan of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, how couldn't you not be? Smooth Groove Boxing off in the building. He say, Team Bud, he says, you boys sick, huh? He says, can't hate now. He says, can't hate now, can you? He said, we gonna get y'all next 85-15. Damn, that's another thing, dog. I don't think this fight gonna be made because if Bud's still screaming some 50-50 after this shit, dog, and how can his fans even argue 50-50 after this shit? Man, how can he even, man? Oh yeah, that was Bud Crawford. That's what they was doing when they found out Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. Come on, that was them right there. What I showed y'all, that was them. The only thing Lindsay Ashford say, the only thing I dislike about Manny is the excuses. Yeah, Manny, he don't take his L's too good. But hey, he gonna have to take it good after this one. Man, but I looked at Bovada, y'all, right? And they got Errol Spence -500 favorite. They got him a 5-1 favorite right now. So in order to win some money on Errol Spence, you need to put up $500 to win $100. So Errol Spence is actually, it's crazy, right? Because they got Errol Spence a bigger favorite than he was when he fought Danny Garcia and a bigger favorite than he was when he fought Mikey Garcia. That's crazy, right? Why would they have Errol Spence a bigger favorite than he was right now against Danny Garcia and then he was against fucking Mikey Garcia? Why? Oh yeah, because he got Blu-ray back. That's why. Because Blu-ray back in this corner. And you know what I'm saying? The bookies know about that. The bookies know that Blu-ray back in that thing. Uppercut Boxing Nation off in that super chat. He say, instead of Team Crawford hating, they need to be taking notes. Exactly. Instead of Bomac coming his ass on here talking about fuck Al Heyman and fuck the PBC and all of that, he should have been saying, you know what? I need to find out how can I fuck with Al Heyman and fuck with PBC. Not fuck Al Heyman and fuck PBC. Because, hey, I'm telling you right now, I don't laugh at no man's downfall, right? But it's looking real bad for Terence Crawford. But see, the thing is, right? The thing is what makes it funny, because wouldn't nobody think this shit was funny? What makes it funny is when Team Crawford get to talking all of that big shit. They talk a whole lot of shit and they real disrespectful. They very disrespectful. Now, right? Now, Bernie the Mac, Bernie the whatever, right? Remember he said Errol Spence, he a dude that love to kiss men in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Basically trying to call the man a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he's a drunk that run and chase around cows and all that shit. Wait, hey, he running, chasing the bag right now. He running right to the bag while y'all sitting on the sideline, biting blood out your lip mad. That's what he doing right now. He's running to the bag while you running your fucking mouth over there worried about what he doing, right? He's running straight to the fucking bag, straight to the bank, right? Taking your opponent that you've been chasing for 7 years. How you feel? How that feel? You know what I'm saying? Because a hater gonna hate, but a real one gonna get the last laugh. A hater gonna hate, but a real one gonna get the last laugh. For real. And they they running straight to the bank with it. How you feel about that? Hey, looking bad. What you got on that, Money? Oh, my bad. Uppercut boxing. Oh, yeah, I read that already. Go ahead, money.
Hey, you know that's what they gonna do, bro. Like he came out, this boy Bernie blamed everybody, bro. That boy blamed Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman, Bob Arum. Nobody want to see Bud do good. They all want to keep him down. Everybody want to keep Bud down. Then he say we ain't fans of Bud because we don't keep it real. We just bias. We see things from one way. When like you said, Keith, when we speak on Bud and Earl, we stay factuals and we stay on
Right.
cue with boxing. We respect Terence Bud Crawford as a man. We respect Terence Bud Crawford for feeding his family, becoming the three-division world champion, coming out the ghetto, doing everything he did to get to where he at, bro. Nobody can dispute that shit. The man is a successful motherfucker in life. Successful. Nobody can take that from him. But when we talk about the boxing game, we talk about who is he fight next, and you got another successful boxer over here that you're going up against, and we calling shit down the middle how we see it, right? Saying it's a 60-40 fight, calling out facts, right? And they don't dispute shit. Bernie always want to go back into time. He want to go to motherfucking 1706, talking about what this fighter did and this fighter did. Man, we in 2021. That's what's fucked up with y'all now. Y'all don't know how to stick with the time limit, bro. Y'all don't know how to keep up with time. You niggas want to go all the way back and lose y'all goddamn self and talk about shit that's happened in 2021 that didn't happen back then. You feel me? Keep up with the times, bro. Everything changes. Everything changes. And if you can't keep up with it, then get the fuck on. You feel me? But at the end of the day, man, we looking at what Errol Spence doing. It's to be commended. Nobody like they not gonna give him his flowers now. We see Kes talking all this shit, this, that, and the third. The man ain't doing nothing but making history. The man ain't doing nothing but making his own lane. You feel me? And getting big fucking fights. Big fights. Now I want to ask y'all something, right? Who would Earl make more money fighting? Terence Boyd Crawford or Canelo Alvarez? You feel me? Because right now, with Errol Spence getting this Manny Pacquiao fight, put him on that big stage like that, it's just giving Canelo more reasons to look past Andrade, Charlo, right? Even David Benavidez, and look at Errol Spence Jr. If Errol Spence Jr. said, I want to fight you. You feel me? Because it makes business sense. Not saying Canelo go skip over them dudes and fight Earl, but he's looking at it like this motherfucker is making noise in the game, right? He's right up here. If you want to jump up to two weight classes, not saying Earl gonna do that because Canelo still got business. But he's looking at Errol Spence like this motherfucker doing this shit, handling this business, ain't crying like a bitch, ain't listening to other fighters that's got you looking like a suck out in these streets. You just going about your business, bro, and making more history. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at the situation, right? If we look up and Earl beat Manny Pacquiao, and then we look up and we see Errol Spence and Canelo, after Canelo become undisputed and drop them motherfucking title and say, I'm gonna go meet Errol Spence at 160. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all can say what y'all want. He ducked Charlo, he ducked Andrade, he ducked Benavidez. He don't want to fight them. You can say what you want to say, but he fighting Earl Spence for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to be smart out here, bro. These dudes up here, they want to pop their face up. They want to sit and act like one person control the entire fucking sport of boxing in your division, right? He's sitting up here acting like Earl Spence, the only name that counts to his ass. When you got names out there that's gonna make you just as big, well, I ain't gonna say just as big as Errol Spence, but can put you on that level and get you there. The same motherfuckers that Errol Spence fought, the same motherfuckers that you can fight to put you in position. You feel me? Because Errol Spence didn't fight Terence Bud Crawford to get in position. He had to fight somebody to get to where he's at. And those same fighters still got recognition on their names. If Terence Bud Crawford go fuck with them and quit listening to these dumbass fans and that dumbass team he got over there that's talking all this stupid ass shit, that's holding him back for becoming the biggest star in the game. You feel me? You ain't putting your foot on Bob Arum neck. You sit up here and let your team burn bridges for you. Talking about fuck Al Heyman, he the devil and all this stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And they think you're supposed to walk through the door and shake his hand. Man, listen, bro. They better quit playing, man. They better quit playing. All I'm gonna say is this, kid. Errol Spence is in position because he got a strong team behind him. He's betting on himself. He's not crying about nothing. He's taking the fights that he's supposed to take. You understand what I'm saying? Giving the fans what they want, whether people like it or not. Giving the fans what they want. And now the man landed Manny Pacquiao. The man landed Manny Pacquiao, bro. When nobody thought he was gonna land the bitch. Not even me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'd have bet $1 million of your money, my money, his money, her money, that your Dennis Ugas was next. And you motherfuckers be ready to chop my head off. Yeah, but I would have bet everything on the house that your Dennis Ugas was next. You feel me?
Right.
So it's just a big time move, bro. They say when you're quiet behind closed doors, something's going down. Every motherfucker kept, oh, where's the announcement? I mean, where's the announcement? I mean, where's Errol Spence? I mean, where's this? I bet you that motherfucker hit you in the face like a bag of bricks.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
man, I wish I could go on Facebook. I wish Facebook didn't have me blocked, man. Hey, baby Crawford better be glad Facebook got me blocked, because, man, I'll be on his motherfucking helmet right now.
Man, that announcement hit their ass in the face like a bag of bricks, like a Deontay Wilder. Like Deontay Wilder hit Orcusputa, that's how that motherfucker hit their ass, bro. Now the best thing, Key, now what they doing is they showing Manny Pacquiao fighting Adrian Burns. This way you go do the Errol Spence. And not only that, now they coming back talking about, we said that Manny was washed up, this, that, and the third, and that Bud was fighting up this, that, and I never once spoke out my mouth that disrespected the Terence Bud Crawford and Manny Pacquiao fight. I was happy that Terence Bud Crawford got the Manny Pacquiao fight. I said that Terence Crawford deserved the Manny Pacquiao fight after chasing him for 7 fucking years and Bob Arum fucking him over. And I wanted to see him put himself on that plateau because he deserves to be on that plateau. His biggest pay-per-view fight, right? His biggest fight with Manny. You feel me? But Bob fucked him over again. And what y'all do? Y'all didn't shoot at Bob Arum. Y'all didn't say shit about Bob. Y'all didn't tell Bud you need to do this and do that. Y'all go bash Errol Spence. Y'all go bash Monty Brown, Keon, Kwame, and motherfuckers that's rooting for Errol Spence. You feel me? Right. Y'all never point the fingers at the motherfucker y'all need to point the finger at. And that's what's wrong with Terence Bud Crawford right now, man. That's what's wrong with him. They got him stuck in the mud, and his team is not moving him the right way. That's just the real facts of the matter.
Real talk. And let me get this super chat. Jay Luna, what's good with you? I think that's Canadian. Off in that super chat, he said Pac-Man told Sean Porter to hold his beard. He said, I got Manny by 12 round unanimous decision. He says Manny will bring in experience and awkward speed. Toronto in the building. Salute to you, man.
That's your opinion. All we gotta do is respect.
Yeah, I respect your opinion, man. Because
ain't disrespectful or nothing. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, because Manny Pacquiao beast, dog. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I respect your opinion, my dude. And salute you once again in that super chat. My man, Smooth Groove, back at it again. He says, Jay Luna, bet. He calling out. He said he want to get that bet in, Jay. He said he want to get that bet in. Put your money where your mouth is. And coach in the building, he says, Keon, why Beetlejuice want you in the ring? And that's the last thing he wants.
Man, that's the last thing. Let me say this, Keon. We ain't gonna say nothing else about little Caesar boy with the bad sperm.
You know, I'll do that in a heartbeat.
Little Caesar boy with the bad sperm.
30 seconds.
Boy, he looking for so much attention out here, bro. It's sad right now. Little Caesar boy want to put up a video talking about him and Errol Spence. Ain't nobody saying shit about him and Errol Spence in a month of Sundays, bro. Nothing. But they need that. They need that activity. They need that back and forth to try to build them up because, you know, they washed up and done now. You feel me? So the Caesar boy with the bad sperm, it's a no-go. You won't get you told, I want to tell Money Brown I want him back. Tell Keon and this person I want him back. Little Caesar boy, it's a no-go. We on to big and better things, man.
Yeah, everybody
balls around the man that be having seizures. You need to go get you some of them seizure pills. I know that. I think they small and yellow. My daddy used to say because he used to have seizures. Go get yourself some of them seizure pills, right? Take you a drink and relax, little Caesar boy with the bad sperm. We know you listening too.
Right. Yeah, anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'll beat the dog shit out that dude. Man, I will beat the dog shit out that dude, but he just wants some attention. You know what I'm saying? He just wants some attention. Uppercut Boxing Nation. He say, Bud tried to play hardball, so Manny used his Canelo voice and told Bud, get the fuck out of here, then signed the deal with Spence. Blame Bob. Blame him. Why you mad? Y'all mad at everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You got little Bernie, you know what I'm saying, challenging niggas to fights and shit. They mad at the motherfucker. Oh, you better get the fuck on, motherfucker. Bear hug your ass to death. BFTV Boxing in the building. He says, that clown came to my channel with a fake ass name. Hey, BFTV, he was in here. The last show that me and Money did, he was in here. I'm talking about he was in here for about an hour straight, just coming. And I wasn't paying attention to his ass. Keep on coming. Stay your goofy ass off in here. Keep on coming, because you ain't finna get no attention over here. For real. Hey, BFTV said he still roasted his ass. I already know you did. BFTV, he gonna give you the attention you want. Hey, coach, holla at him. You know I'll fly down. Let me know. You know, I'll fly out there. Shit, I want to take a trip out there and check out your gym anyway. Get him to go, and you know I'll be out there. Shit, I'll pay for his plane ticket. Real talk. I'll pay for his plane ticket. Hey, BFTV gonna give him the attention he want. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give him the attention he want. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, dog, that's what I'm saying. Like, money, they mad at everybody, but who they should be mad at, right? Right now, motherfucking Bob Arum then came back and he didn't double backed on his shit. He like, just face it. Just Terence Crawford needs to face it. He can't sell. He's not a sell. And I'm like, God damn, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said earlier that Bob Arum, right? He has a personal grudge against Terence Crawford because he's like, every time I try to do some business with this motherfucker, I end up losing money. So he mad about that shit. If you ever did business with somebody and you like, man, every time I do business with this motherfucker, some shit go wrong. You ain't gonna forget about that shit. Now it's coming full circle to Bob Arum. Bob Arum letting you know, like, yeah, I was talking to all type of other people to try to get them to put up money and lose their money on motherfucking Bud Crawford because I wasn't gonna make no chance. I wasn't gonna take no chance of putting. He told you straight up, I'm not taking no chances of making no fight with Bud Crawford if it's not with anybody that's not under the top rank promotion, because that means I have to put money up out of my own pocket, and I'm too afraid I'm not gonna get my investment back. And that's crazy. That's crazy because the reason that is real crazy to me because your promoter's saying it, right? But you motherfucking clowns want to get on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere else, talk bad about Errol Spence, call him all type of fucking drunks and like to kiss men in the mouth and shit on him, and then talk, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go back and forth at it with us, call us all type of shit. When you should be focusing on Bob Arum, right, and leaving, and you should be mad at your motherfucking self for re-signing with him when you already knew what was going down. But see, what it is y'all not the smartest, kids in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? You much closer to the dumbest ones than the smartest ones, right? Because you let Bob Arum swindle y'all and trick y'all and tell y'all, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get you a Pacquiao fight and I'm going to do this, this, and that. And he ain't got y'all shit. But you've been with him damn near your whole career and you still ain't learned, right? You had a chance to look at what happened with Mikey Garcia right before that, right? Right before you really got in deep with him. You had a chance to see what happened with Mikey Garcia. You didn't learn from that. You had a chance to see what happened to Oscar De La Hoya in the past. You didn't learn from that. You had a chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He tried to tell y'all. And you see what happened with him.
But not only that, they talking about they finna do it the Mayweather way, but y'all still seen y'all ass out there with Bob Arum.
Right, exactly. Talking about, we call it the Mayweather. We got our next 3 appointments. We gonna do it the Mayweather way. Yeah, you not that smart. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And that's you had a chance to see firsthand what Bob Arum did with all the fighters before you, right? And then he did it to you your first go around, but you still believed him. You still went back and signed, and you mad at us? You mad at Errol Spence and hating on him and jealous of him because he doing big things, moving the right way? Right, and that's why he told y'all, be mad at Bob, right? My business is straight over here. While y'all mad, fucking swinging in the air, bite your lip, fucking trolling on Instagram and on goddamn YouTube.
Hey, Keith,
I'm out here running to the bag.
Keith, my team believe in me.
Right.
You know my team believe in me. My team believes we gonna get that money back.
My team is not worried about getting their investment back.
Hey, Keith, let me stop you, bro. This is the thing too, though. Bob Arum knows for a fact, bro. If he put $20 million up for Bud and Pacquiao, he will make that shit back. He just don't want to put Bud on that plateau, bro.
Because
you know what I'm saying? He feel like he's gonna
yeah. Because he don't want to put Bud Crawford on that plateau because he has a personal vendetta. When you do business with somebody too many times and you keep losing money, he's like, fuck you. I lost money. I keep losing money. Now, why should I do something for you? You pay me my bread back I done lost from you. You pay me all the money I done lost from you, and then we can talk business. Other than that, fuck you. That's how Bob Arum is.
I feel like it's at this point, okay? I feel like it's at the point to where Bob feel like he will try. Like if I make this motherfucker superstar by beating Manny Pacquiao, he ain't gonna do shit. Believe me, like everybody else. Now I just gave him the keys to the boxing. But I'm not gonna make you motherfuckers a star. Then y'all run off and make all this money, and Bob don't get none. No, fuck no.
Well, see, this is and remember when I said this, right? When I broke it down when they was announcing the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford, I said, look, man, I said, why would investors? Remember when I said this? I said it doesn't make no sense. I said, why would investors invest in a fight between Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford when they have the choice of investing between Errol Spence, which is Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao, which is a much bigger fight than Manny Pacquiao and Bud Crawford. They also have the choice of investing if they want to with Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia got a whole fucking Mexican fan base. That is a bigger fight. I said, so why would they choose to invest in Terence Crawford? And this ain't no dig to Terence Crawford. It's just common sense. Why, if you got those other two fighters on the table, if you want to invest, why would they pick the fighter that has proven to sell the least amount out of all these other fighters? You're going to pick the fighter that's proven to sell the least amount and put all your money on him? It just didn't make no sense.
Well, let me say
make no sense.
Let me say this and say that, kid. I feel like this. It ain't that they wouldn't invest into it. You know what I mean? It's just that Bob talking to them, because when we look at Al, them same investors ain't looking at Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. That's Bob Arum talking to them, trying to get the investment to happen. And we can say he sold the less, but because Bob Arum is afraid to put up money to get him a fucking dance partner. Now that he got a dance partner with Pacquiao, Bob is afraid to take a chance. But that's what Bob was doing. He wanted to put other people's money up and see how it worked out and make his dollars than put his own money up. But to me, now you do got a point to where Willis said, we don't know. We could just say what it's going to do. I feel like it would have said, because it's Bud and it's Pacquiao. Pacquiao always going to be a draw. But we got Terence Bud Crawford, how they go hype the shit up. Hopefully, they're going to promote the shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? The way you promote that bitch. And I think with Bud Crawford being there, pound for pound #1 fighter, 3-division world champion, former undisputed, things of that nature against 8-division world champion, it would have got traction. But Bob Arum ain't willing to put his money up. He wants the investors to put their money up. And they probably looking at that shit like, if you don't want to put your money up, motherfucker, something ain't right.
That also, if you don't want to put your money up and something ain't right, and also, if you're an investor, what an investor's going to do, they're going to say, okay, we know what Manny Pacquiao doing. We know Manny Pacquiao has a big name. We're behind Manny Pacquiao. Now we want to go look at his opponent. You talking about you want him to fight this guy, Terence Crawford. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's see what Terence Crawford is doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're just not going to, investors just not going to fucking put up all this money blindly. They want to see the fucking paperwork. They want to see, okay, let's see what this guy, his opponent, Bud Crawford, is doing. Let's see what he's selling. Let's see what his numbers is looking like. And when they looked at that, they're like, okay, now we see why you don't want to put your money up. No, we good. We're good. We finna back, but we good. Y'all got somebody else that we can invest in for Manny Pacquiao to fight because we good. We good. That's what I'm saying. They ain't just investing on some shit without looking at the history and what the fighter has sold and what he's done. They need all of that proof. And with that proof, they was probably like, nah, we cool on that. This ain't, he don't have a big enough, he's not big enough for us to put all this money into him. He ain't worth that. We straight. We're good. Now, if it's a Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, a Tyson Fury, all that, Errol Spence, they like, okay, yeah, the numbers add up. When we go and do our research, it add up. But with him, like I said, we good. And this is no knock to Terence Crawford. It's just the truth. When they looking at that, well, why you don't want to put your money up? Nah, we straight.
Personal. It's business. Never personal.
It's business. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. But yeah, man, it's looking bad for Bud Crawford and them. And it's like you want to feel sorry, but then when you go back to how disrespectful his team is, his coach is, and everybody around him is, you like shit. You laughing. You know what I'm saying? But and you know, a lot of the stuff Terence Crawford hasn't said, but Terence Crawford, he acts too nonchalant and like he just so much on a higher pedestal than Errol Spence when he came on Instagram and talked.
But Keith,
you know,
what did Bernie say?
His little career and this and that. Mm-hmm. When that man ain't never knocked you, Errol Spence ain't never said not one thing bad about Bud. You know what
Bernie say, Keith? What Bernie say? What Bernie say? Bud gave me the right to speak for him. So anything that comes out of Bernie mouth,
Bud gave me the right to speak for him. So Bernie was letting you know that, look, I'm not fin to come out here and say anything that Terence Crawford don't say behind closed doors anyway.
Fact.
And I've talked to people personally, right? Personally, that told me that Terence Crawford be talking shit, talking about fucking he a drunk and I already knew. I'm telling y'all, this shit that y'all hear, Bud be saying the same shit. He just don't come out and say it like that on his platform that you see him speak on. But so ain't nobody feeling sorry. Like when you a hater, when you a hater like that, dog, it ain't no need to hate on another man like that. That's my whole thing. Like that shit look bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit look a jealousy, and it shows how jealous you are. Hold on, my camera fucking up. It shows how jealous you are, man. When you get to hate like that, it just shows you got so much of jealousy and envy in your heart. And the only reason he was hating is because he see EJ out here shining, right? Buying big jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful women around them, getting big money, getting the big fights. They don't like that. But instead of hating, you should have kept it 100 and congratulated that man and said, look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I love what he's doing, and I'm next. I'm gonna be right over there with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at Al Heyman, and I'm gonna get on him. Because what he should have been doing is look, I love what he's doing. I love what he's doing in his career. He's a great fighter. You know, all of that. But I want to beat his ass. I'm gonna go over there where he at, and I'm gonna make the fight happen. And I'm gonna be on that level, and I'm gonna be above that. That's what he should have been doing. But they want to sit around and hate. You know what I'm saying? And they made Omaha look bad. I don't know about Omaha, but hey, y'all looking like some mad haters right now.
You too, Jay Cooley. You too, punk.
And Jay Cooley, my man. Jay Cooley, a real one. He a real one from Omaha.
Facts, he go Bernie. You too, Cooley. You too, Jay Cooley. You too, punk. You too.
Damn, and that's what Bernie said.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Like chickens and cows. What did he say? Yeah, Jay Cooley, you punk. Yeah, that's what you want. Because you know what you want? You want him to kiss you, right? That's what you want. You want him to kiss you, right? With his Major Payne looking ass. You want him to kiss you, right? you know, and you know, like it's just sad, man. Because you know, all I'm gonna say is, you know, because you know when Marvin Hagler, yeah, man, shut your pointy ass up. And Richard Hurd, we ain't worrying about shit you talking about, Richard Hurd. Sit your ass here and get this roast, motherfucker.
And you see money the whole time. Errol Spence didn't say nothing. He seen that shit. He see all of it. You know what I'm saying? He sees all of that shit that's said. But he stayed back, real player made, with a smile on his face. You know what I'm saying? Arms crossed, and was just looking at all that shit, laughing like, all right, bet. Because a real player gonna get the last laugh. A hater gonna be fucking mad, biting his lip at the end of the fucking night. All that hating you doing, it didn't pan out, and it's never gonna pan out until you get your fucking mind right? Until you let your ego go and figure out, okay, this ain't doing nothing for me. What I'm doing, it ain't working. I gotta take another route. Because one thing is me, money, and nobody never got personal with Terence Crawford. I ain't never said nothing. Everything was boxing related and business related, right? They get personal all the time. Errol Spence ain't never said nothing personal. Ain't nobody never talked about his wife or his kids or what he do in his spare time and none of that shit because that don't fucking matter.
And he did like come on,
he did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that shit mattered. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they need to learn from that and move different.
And guess what? I'm still gonna support Terence Crawford. I'm still gonna buy his pay-per-views. I'm still gonna root for him. Only person I think he loses to is Errol Spence at 147. So I don't give a fuck how personal I get. Nobody can change my judgment on somebody that what I feel for somebody, what I if I like the opponent or whatnot. Not even the person is himself. You feel me? It's just me, man. I don't let motherfuckers, control what I feel about something or my what I'm gonna say about somebody. So at the end of the day, it's only boxing. Like I say, it's never personal. We see the business, so we got the right to talk about the business. If we sit up here, if we put a case together for Bud and Errol Spence, and we say, okay, Terence Crawford on 50-50, Errol Spence on 60-40, and we put the case together between both of them, people will come out on the right side of Errol Spence. Errol Spence, to me, Errol Spence, when you look at everything that's going down and what requires you to get paid, not accolades, what requires you to get paid, Errol Spence gonna come out 99 times of the matter, bro. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we know we on point. We know we ain't just talking bullshit, just pulling shit out of our ass. You feel me? That's why we catch you niggas up in y'all lies so much, and y'all niggas only gotta get personal. Or it's just tell them to fight then. Or why y'all pocket watching? And once you get personal, it's over. We won.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Lord to the game, boxing talk. What's happening with it, Kwame? He says Arum manipulated the entire fan base with the 50-50, 40-20 split, with the 50-50, 40-20 talk, and then say he ain't pay-per-view fighter like Canelo said. Get the fuck out of here. Blame Bob. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. Bob gonna tell the truth because now everybody know that Manny Pacquiao shit ain't on the table. All that shit behind. Now he telling you again, like, how can he tell you that, it needs to be 50-50 and nothing else? You know what I'm saying? Or 40-40, you know what I'm saying? 20. Like, what? How is he telling? How was Bob Arum? See, he contradicts himself and he tells the truth now, right? But he told the truth before, but y'all just skipped over and act like he didn't say that shit, right? How can you say that this fighter does not sell? I've lost all this money, and then he came back and said it again, but you telling me that he deserves 50-50?
Right.
Well, okay, cool. If you look at the numbers and the numbers tell you that he don't deserve 50-50, that's just business, right? That's just, okay, we're gonna take the business out of it. Let's look at the resume. Now, when you look at the numbers, and then, okay, let's skip that. You go to the resume, and the resume tell you that he don't deserve 50-50. We at 147 right now. What has he done? Who does he have on his resume at 147 to say that he deserves 50-50? Keith Sweat. Nobody. Nobody, baby. For real, nobody.
And then they were saying, he should fight Pacquiao. Who on Earl's resume is bigger than Manny Pacquiao? Just fighting Pacquiao alone. Some people say it was 50-50, but you know what? Now that he's fighting Pacquiao, the favor should be in Bud's favor. You know what I'm saying? Bud should get the higher split because he got Pacquiao. Nobody is better than Pacquiao. Well, let's see what they say now that Errol Spence got Pacquiao.
Right. You dig what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, man, he needs to get away from Bob. He already see that Bob ain't fucking with him. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do about it. In Uppercut Boxing Nation says Terence Crawford needs to realize you can't handle your own business if you're always in somebody else's. Straight up and down. Big facts. You too worried about what the fuck Errol Spence is doing, what he making, who he fucking, all of that, instead of going on about your fucking business and worried about what you doing. Right. Excuse me. Every time one of them dudes over there put on the show, they talking about Terence. I mean, they talking about what fucking, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence. And they ain't talking about like who he fighting and what he doing. They talking about personal shit, clowning, trying to get laughs off the shit. Hey, it didn't work. Dust yourself off and try again. Because right now, you buried in dirt right now. Dust that shit off and try again.
Leer his ass, huh?
Huh?
I say you went on here and put that Leer on his ass. Dust yourself off.
Right. You dig what I'm saying? Was Crawford boxing? What's happening with it? Yeah, but man, I like this fight. I'm looking forward to seeing how Manny Pacquiao is looking, you know, and hearing stories about how he's doing in sparring and just all of that, man. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all going to? Oh, you already know I'm going to the fight. I'm going to the Wilder fight and this one. I already booked my shit for the Wilder fight. I booked my room and everything for the Wilder fight already at the MGM. And then I'm gonna turn around and go to the Errol Spence fight. You feel me? Yeah, I'm going. That's for sure. And it's gonna be lit, man. I can't miss this. These two fights, this Wilder versus Fury and this Spence versus Pacquiao. I can't miss this.
Facts.
I gotta be right there. I gotta be right in the front. I wanna feel the sweat flying.
You want to see Tyson Fury land on that canvas?
Man, I gotta hear that. Man, I want to hear that cannon when it land.
Yes, man. Saying you damn sure gonna talk about Devin and Linares. We ain't leaving.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow we gonna talk about the Devin and Linares. A lot of other things we got to cook on, man. A lot of other things, man. But as far as breaking down the Pacquiao and Spence fight, it's not an easy fight for Errol Spence. If Manny Pacquiao comes in, like he did against Keith Thurman, if Manny Pacquiao still got his quick movement, his quick hands, all of that, it's not no easy fight because it's a clash of styles. But right now, I'm going to tell you that it's not no easy fight for Errol Spence, but Errol Spence is going to beat Manny Pacquiao. He's going to beat him. It's not going to be easy because Manny Pacquiao is a lot quicker than Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He do got a lot of movement. But once Errol Spence, breaks him down and starts timing him and everything, you're going to see a whole different fight than what you think it is. And you really never seen nobody go to Manny Pacquiao's body like that. And Errol Spence is a vicious body puncher, so he going to slow a lot of that fucking side-to-side jumping in, movement down. He going to slow that down. But like I said, Manny Pacquiao is going to do his thing. He is going to catch Errol with some shit. It's not going to be no easy fight. You feel me? And we're going to break this fight down and talk about it, a lot more in weeks and months to come. What else you got? What else you got, Money?
Nothing, man. Like it's just, it's going to be a hell of a fight, bro. A hell of a fight. It's coming up. We've been blessed with that fight. You feel me? And it's on, bro. I don't think there's nothing else we can say with that situation. I think we touched on everything, bro. Just come down to Errol Spence handling this business, and we'll see what Team Crawford and them do, see what the position they want to go in. I mean, the decision they want to go in, because they got a lot of shit going on over there that they got to deal with. So at the end of the day, I'm enjoying the fights that signed, sealed, and delivered. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna waste my time on what could and what should. I'm enjoying what it is. Fuck it.
Right. And my man, Come Forward Boxing. I think that's Santos Boxing. I think he changed his name and shit. Santos be boxing on Mighty Mouse's. He boxed at Mighty Mouse's league in the Mighty Mouse's league or whatever. He fighting Mighty Mouse's league. I think he said, Southpaw versus Southpaw. That's another thing. You got two Southpaws going at it. You feel me? We don't see that too often at all in boxing. We rarely see two Southpaws fighting each other in boxing. So, man, this gonna be a hell of a matchup, man. And like I said, now that they giving Manny Pacquiao his belt back, this shit finna be, man. But Crawford, it's gonna be on you now. Well, Zenith 360 says Wilder versus Fury 3 and Spence versus Manny is definitely the biggest fights of the year. No one topping those two. And you can't top it. You can't top those two fights. And they both on PBC. The Zone, Top Rank, fucking Triller, Golden Boy, whoever. They all is looking at this shit like, God damn, how did they pull this shit out? We talk bad about you know what I'm saying, Al Heyman, but he coming through. The undercard might be some bullshit, but hey, you can't complain when you got main events like this. They all about the main event, dog. And man, before we get up out of here, make sure that everybody hit the like button. We will be back on again tomorrow. That is 12:30 West Coast time. That's 2:30 Central time, and we'll be on at 3:30 East Coast time. Tomorrow, same place, same time. Y'all hit the like button. Money, what's your last word, man?
Man, appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. Thanks to everybody with the super chat, showing love to Keith. It's all love. Listen, we got some hell of a fights coming up. We will be on Devin Haney and Jorge Ramirez tomorrow, but that's going to be a good one, right? There for to step up to the plate and show people why he is one of the best fighters, you know, the young up and coming best fighters. You know, make sure y'all go subscribe to me at Monty Brown TV. We dropping videos, you know, daily. Go subscribe to me at Monty_the writer. We will be showing the fights on Saturday. And y'all just keep supporting us, man. Gonna keep bringing y'all this real boxing talk like we know how to talk it. We ain't worrying about nobody's feelings, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.
Real talk. Y'all already know. I appreciate everybody that came through in the chat, whether you was hating or showing love. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, once again, hit that like button. And we will be back tomorrow. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, we gone. Appreciate y'all.